Hi, I'm Tait Johansson, and I'm the Naturalist here at Bedford Audubon. Today we are here at our study plot in the Hunt Parker Sanctuary in northern Westchester, New York. And today we're going to be talking to you about our MAPS banding program. MAPS stands for Monitoring Avian Productivity and Survivorship, and it is a continent-wide research program we participate in through the Institute of Bird Populations. Its purpose is mainly to assist in the conservation of birds and their habitats. So there are MAPS study plots all over North America, and at each one, birds are banded each summer over a 10 to 15 year period. And that provides a sample of the demographics of bird populations, how many adults of a species return each spring from their wintering grounds, and how many young they're producing in the breeding season. Many bird species are in long-term decline, and so studying their breeding productivity and survivorship gives scientists an idea of at least where the problems are happening for a declining species. Is it happening, is the problem here on the breeding grounds, where there are threats like habitat deterioration, cowbird parasitism, predation from cats and other predators? If not enough adults are returning in the spring with a migratory bird, it's likely something going wrong on the wintering grounds or on the way there or back here. Loss of tropical forest, say, or migration stopover habitat, or other hazards. So we band for 6 hours at a time from 5:40 a.m. to 11:40, catching birds in 10 12-meter long mist nets, extremely fine nylon nets that are checked every 40 minutes. And the birds are extracted from the nets, carried back to the banding station in small cloth bags, and then a very small aluminum alloy band with a unique number is put on their right leg. And the bird is identified to species, of course, aged and sexed, and a number of other measurements are taken. And then the bird's released. So this recaptured veery, it's a small thrush, was banded originally on August 5th, 2019, when it was a juvenile, having been hatched that summer. And after spending the winter in South America, it came back this spring. And after that round-trip journey of a minimum of about 7,000 miles, was recaptured on June 9th, 2020, in a net which is about 230 feet from where it had been caught the previous year.
Sounds like a woodpecker. They use that to brace themselves against the tree when they're going up it. Creeping up it.
So this is a brown creeper, and the first thing that we do is we're going to open the band. So the bands come closed up as a circle, and so you have to open it to get the bird's leg through. And And then after the band has been opened, we use special banding pliers, and so they can only close in a circle. So you can't squeeze the band over shut around the bird's leg. You can only close it to a perfect circle.
Pretty sure this is the first creeper we've ever banded here in 11 years of banding.
And then the next thing that I'm going to do is measure the length of the bird's wing. So, this looks like about 62 millimeters. And then we blow on the bird to check for fat, if it has a brood patch or a cloacal protuberance. So when you look for fat on a bird, if you imagine like a chicken in the supermarket, it kind of has the same appearance. And we also check for body molt, so if there are new feathers growing in. And we look at the condition of the primary, so for flight feather wear. These look relatively fresh, so I would give that a 1.
That can help with aging the bird, telling how old it is.
We also check for flight feather molt, and you blow underneath the wing so that you can see if any of the feathers are still coming in or in thin. This bird does not have any molten flight feathers. So this bird has a brood patch. Should mean that it's a female. So, it looks like it's not a hatcher, so that makes it after hatcher. So we check in pile for unusual species, and that would show us or tell us like what we can expect to see for different age birds and what the differences are. But for creepers, it actually doesn't have a ton of information and just says that more study is needed. So then we can age it as after hatchery because we know it's an adult, but we can't be any more specific than that. So now I'm looking at the bird's skull, and if it was a hatchery, we could tell that by skull as well.
Out of context, the bird's head looks sort of like a shorebird's. Weird. little. Most of the smaller fingers than I do. I guess maybe a 3.
And if you want to look this way.
It's hard to see.
I don't know mine.
And the light keeps changing. So a bird, when it's flying into a mist net, basically goes like that, and lands in one of these pockets, and you hope doesn't get too stuck. Extract it.
How many pockets does the net have?
5. These are extremely fine nylon.
And
Very hard to see.
And how many nets do you have set up this year?
We have 10, but we're just doing. Oh look!
Is that a tree?
Yeah, it's a peeper. Spring peeper. I felt it on my shoulder.
Beeper, beeper, beeper.